Good day, good evening, good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to another video. My name is ChiefDog24, and let's get into this one then. So we're back on Need for Speed Hot Pursuit Remastered, and yeah, ready to do some more events. But first off, if you didn't see yesterday's video, then it's a congratulations and a thank you is in order, as I've reached 100 subscribers. So thank you very much. To everyone that has subscribed, and if you've just turned up on the channel now, then welcome. We're 39% of the way through this game. We're on episode 17, so next week, the second video on Thursday will be one where we look back at some of the funny moments, so that could be a way to catch up. But if not, then you can always just look at the previous videos, or even Burnout Paradise. That's the other series I've been doing, if you're interested. But the first event for today's episode is Timed Machine. It's a time trial, and we're going to be using the Mercedes AMG SLS, only car available to us, with cloudy conditions at 8 PM and a goal time to achieve of 3 minutes and 3 seconds. So let's see if we can do it. 8.2 miles ahead at 8 o'clock in the evening. Doesn't look very dark, to be honest, so I'm guessing it's summer. It definitely feels like summer in real life, but fortunately compared to yesterday the temperatures have gone down a little bit. My room is now 28 degrees, which is, I don't know, maybe 80, 70 Fahrenheit, I don't know, you'll see. Anyway, we've already crashed at the start of this event, which isn't great. I've only just realised now this car actually has active aero, so that could help us a little bit. But drifting around this corner, jet engine's flown past. There it is, there's the jet. And going through the tunnel, bit of a collision on the inside, then a bit on the outside. Not a great line through there. And so we're just continuing through the foresty section with loads of construction down there, and fixed or built whatever they're building. It's been at least 10 years, even 14 years. They're going to be 15 years old this game soon. Obviously the remastered version is only 4 years old, but still, it's been wild, very long lifespan. But anyway, we continue on, and flying around this corner, we narrowly avoid the red van there, just about make it through. And then now it's all about going through the foresty section, still taking this shortcut, which seems to probably be a little bit faster. I imagine it's about the same, doesn't really matter, but we take it anyway. And now we head around the corner, the trees start to thin out a little bit, and as we swing to the right, I want you to keep an eye on this car, gets in the blooming way, very annoying indeed. But we've got 4 miles left. So we've done about halfway-ish, but most of it now is pretty much just flat out, just through the highway, through the tunnel. As we speed things up a little bit, it's just about trying to reach maximum speed, so we use the oncoming lane a little bit to help us out here, get some speed going, finally reach the top speed, get a bit of boost, and then switch to the lane which I feel more comfortable in, which is the correct lane, because Americans drive on the right. And yeah, just continuing on through. Then we slow things back down here, and well, the timer has already started to go to indicate that we are close. So we slow things down. We just about miss out on the gold there, got silver, 0.77. that was all it would have taken to get us over the line. But unfortunately we have to go again, and on the second attempt it was worse. You can see we have a collision on the inside and outside of the tunnel once again, collide into a car flying out of this shortcut, and then onto the highway here, trying to get a bit of oncoming, and then end up going into the oncoming for the tunnel, which is the worst idea I could have ever had. And we crash into the red van there, and then later on down the tunnel, just as we were about to exit it, we crash again. And at that point I realised yeah, probably should just restart. So we go again for the third time. Hopefully it is third time lucky. And the run starts off fairly nicely as well. So good stuff there. But oh, another thing I forgot to mention in case you guys didn't see yesterday's video. Then there is going to be a 100 subscriber special video coming out tomorrow. 50 minutes long as well, so it's a long one. But hopefully you guys will enjoy it, and that'll be coming out tomorrow. And there'll be some challenges and good fun with an old friend. So maybe you guys are understanding what I'm putting down there. But yeah, check it out tomorrow, and hopefully you guys will enjoy it. But back to the world of Need for Speed Hot Pursuit. We are continuing to head through the forest section on this third run as a jet engine appears and then disappears. We've gone through the construction tunnel that time, which should save us a little bit of time. And then speeding things up again, we're just going to be taking the normal shortcut and then back around this corner towards the highway. And out we go, spitting out, going into the oncoming lane to get a bit more boost. Crash into an oncoming traffic car, not the end of the world, but not great either. So we have that to contend with now a little bit, and then wanting to go definitely on the right, the correct side through the tunnel, because it seems to be like there's no traffic there for some reason. Not too sure why that is, but loads more traffic is on the oncoming lane in the tunnel compared to the correct lane. But we reach max speed again. We're basically doing the same idea, but this time we haven't made as many mistakes. We haven't collided with the inside and outside of the tunnel. We haven't been slowed down by traffic too much, just the one crash. And so coming around, we now decide to hit not one, not two, not three, but 4 different traffic cars before the finish, which makes it a bit more closer of a finish than I would have liked. But nonetheless, we finally get this event done and get the gold awarded to us with 3 minutes, 1 second and 19 milliseconds on the clock. And it pulls us just across and over to the rank 8 for the racing side. So now we're about even with the police side, which is good because we were a little bit ahead on the police side. But after finishing this event and having to redo it, we're finally about level. But level 8 is where we're at, and we also get the Koenigsegg CCX for the Hyper series. I'm pretty sure this is the Koenigsegg that they use in the Need for Speed film, I want to say, I think, at the start. If not, it's only slightly later model of the Koenigsegg. But anyway, that'll be for the future, something to look forward there. Unfortunately, we have to contend with rapid deployment cars right now in the Marked Man Interceptor, where we'll be using the 911 Speedster, which I have never seen before in my life. So we have sunny conditions at 6 PM, 4 minutes for distinction time, 3 spike strips, 2 roadblocks, and 3 helicopters.
150 miles per hour. Nothing is slowing this guy down.
Interceptor assistance is en route to your location.
Interceptor unit is on scene. I'm standing down.
So like I've said, I've never seen this car in my life, but what are these lights? I've never seen a convertible cop car in my life, let alone sticking some lights on the back of the open roofed car. Pretty wild, but eventually I did actually figure it out because this has been bugging me a bit. And I realised that it's actually from a DLC pack, which I didn't even know this game had DLC, the main game that is. But it's free in the remastered version, as we have to avoid the spike strip here and deploy roadblocks since we can see the guy's not going off-road. But yeah, there's apparently a few DLC packs here, so let me read them out to you. You have the Super Sports pack, as the guy crashed into a roadblock and into a helicopter. You have the Super Sports pack, the SCPD Rebel Racer pack, Armed and Dangerous pack, Porsche Unleashed pack, and the Lamborghini Untamed pack, as we finally reach this guy. So according to the article that I saw about this, it apparently adds about 6 hours of content. And it also explains why there's loads of events which include Porsches and Lamborghinis and I have no idea why they're there. So obviously it's from DLC that's been added on, and this car I imagine was also from probably the Porsche Unleashed pack. But yeah, never seen it in my life, let alone the Countach in this game. Haven't seen the 959 which we're chasing right now. That wasn't in the original game, unless you have the DLC apparently. But yeah, back to the actual Interceptor event. We've crashed, and we've got the guy fairly low HP as we deploy a roadblock. So hopefully slow him down a little bit. We sped things up a bit here. There's a paraglider man just looking above, and the roadblock actually stops me more than the guy we're chasing. But fortunately we have the helicopter in front of us, which should hopefully slow it down. Doesn't in the end, and so we have to deploy a second helicopter. Bit of a traffic collision as we speed things along here. We've sort of gone back all the way to the start of this event, and we're going in the opposite direction now, heading up onto this construction site for highway ramps. Not entirely sure what this is supposed to be, but it's there. As it deploys a spike strip, it bounces off the wall and it just about hits us. So I was trying to slow down, but the brakes on this thing, I can't lie, are atrocious. They are really bad. I really dislike this car at this point. But we speed things along once again, trying to just catch up to this car. The helicopter doesn't get the idea that the guy's on the oncoming lane, and eventually hits a box truck, and that sort of makes, you know, fools me a little bit. And I tried to slow down to get him, just about miss him, and then he hits another traffic car here. But unfortunately the time is pretty much up. We're not going to be able to really get to him in time. He deploys a spike strip. We get very close here, just about trying to do anything I can, but it's not going to work. And so you can see I speeded things up here and pause just as I would have basically taken him out to show you guys when I would have been able to do it. But we have to go for a second attempt, so already we're having quite a few failures after, I think in the last episode I said we haven't really had one in a while. Well, all of our bad luck decided to, or bad driving skills should I say, all decided to appear today, as I've deployed the robot a bit early there, so it doesn't really have much of an effect. But we are definitely right next to this 959 this time. We're keeping up with him well, trying to bash and break against him, deploy a spike strip which has helped to degrade his health a little bit, not really slowed him down too much, and just trying to slow him down, trying to keep in front. And then he deploys a jammer which gets me a bit confused and also spins out, but he ends up going the exact same way, so that's not really helped us much. But we speed things up again, deploy a helicopter, and we're just trying to follow him, deploy a roadblock as well. But he also deploys a spike strip and we're just about colliding with it. Couldn't really go anywhere, but I would have thought that this car would have been able to help us a bit here by avoiding it, but not quite. Fortunately the roadblock does help us out a little bit, and so we get him to pretty much damage critically. The helicopter is in front, and unfortunately the guy turned right, so the helicopter was a bit useless in that scenario. But this guy's been slowed down a little bit by hitting the entrance of the tunnel, and I actually thought that was going to be the race-ending contact for him, but it was not. So we continue on as the helicopter flies above us, and this guy outbrakes me a bit and deploys his jammer, which yeah, sort of made me get sent a little bit. And again, smashing into this guy, I thought that would be it, but not quite, as I end up hitting my own spike strip from the helicopter as I was trying to line up the guy behind for a spike strip, but both of them missed and I hit the helicopter, so not great. But once again we'll speed things up, and he turns right off onto this dirt path, which we've never really been on before. I haven't really even been on it, because most of the times it's locked away. There's a helicopter up there carrying some wood. This guy has collided into the fence though and deployed a spike strip on himself, and so it's just a simple matter of a bit of a collision, and he is finally busted and put to rest. for a time of 3 minutes and 8.42 that we were able to achieve. So very slippery and quite a lot of failure at the start of this episode. But as you can imagine, with the title of this video, we go from a bit of failure to a bit of perfection later on. But first off, we have 2 new rewards given to us. The first, as you can imagine, is going to be the 911 Speedster the 911 Speedster, should I say, from Porsche that we were racing. Glad we got that one, but again, never seen it in my life. It looks really funky, but also quite cool at the same time. Very unique, let's say that much. And we also get another new vehicle. This was a regular vehicle in the main game. It's the Koenigsegg CCX that we just got for the racers side. We now have it for the police side as well. But we're 15 minutes into this video here, and we've only done 2 events, so time to get a bit of a shift on and go to the Trail of Destruction Gauntlet event. This is a main game event, I'm pretty sure, as we're going to be using the Nissan GTR R35 with 6 bike strips, 3 minutes 20 for the gold time, 10 AM and sunny conditions. 8.3 miles are ahead of us, and it is time to, well, do our best to be as quickly as we can, while also trying to slow down the cops that are going to be pursuing us a little bit later into this event. But speaking of cops, we head through a police station to become the shortcut for us, pretty much. Continue on down this desert path, sun blazing down as we head towards the end of the trail. But we have the Porsche Panamera Turbo. This was a main game Porsche. This was not from the Porsche Unleashed pack. But we have the Porsche following us now, and they've deployed a roadblock a bit early, to be honest, because we can just go through the observatory shortcut here, and then their roadblock is completely screwed. So they also have gone around rather than through the shortcut, which has not helped them at all. But we're going to speed things along again because I'm a bit conscious of how long this video is. Hopefully you guys enjoy the longer videos, I guess, but we try and aim for 20 minutes here on the channel. But as we go over the crest, you can see there's another Porsche Panamera Turbo, and if you look behind, they've had a massive collision and they've gone over the barrier, has one of them, but they'll get reset as we perfectly go through the roadblock there. That was very good stuff from us. And so we speed things along once again. The Porsche's way far behind compared to the R35 here as we drift around. And another roadblock, another near perfect going through. Not quite perfect, but near perfect. And as you can see in the minimap, the Porsche behind us has a spin, but the other Porsche is still with us. But that's why we have the 6 spike strips. So we deploy one and it wrecks him, and the other Porsche rolls straight into him. But there's another roadblock in front of us, which we once again perfect and go straight through. And now it's off into the shortcut. Speed things up a little bit. 1 mile to go and plenty of time, over about 40-ish seconds left that we would have had. So yeah, we've done successfully well here. Only really need to use 1 spike strip, but I will deploy 1 at the end. Doesn't get the mark, but it doesn't matter. We got the 2 minutes 55.92, we got the gold, and that is all that we can ask for. So again, once again, a good job from us. Pretty much near perfection, that was. There wasn't really too many ways that we could have sped up the event there. But we're now onto the Crime Wave Hot Pursuit event, and I think this is one from the Lamborghini. What was it? Untouched? What was it? It was the Lamborghini Untamed. That was it. Untamed pack. And yeah, as you can see, only allowed to use Lamborghinis in this event. So I think this is a DLC event, and we're going to be using the Gallardo LP55-2 with night conditions at 11 PM, 7 busts, 6 spike strips, 2 roadblocks, 2 helicopters, 8 EMPs. So plenty of stuff. And 11.8 miles ahead of us as we are in the cover of darkness with a race going on, and it is our turn. to take out all 7 of these guys to try and get the distinction. And it pretty much starts where the first event started, or the event we just did, should I say, started, as well as we head through the police station and around the desert. We already been locked on, but we deploy a spike strip, and both spike strips hit 2 different cars, so we get a lovely dual pirouette from the cars behind, as we also dodge the EMP. Deploy another spike strip that does hit its target, hits the Lamborghini in fact, and then couldn't control my car into a railing there. And we deploy a helicopter. We also deploy an EMP, as some of them went into the off-road, some did not, but we've got 25 EMP busts, which I can confirm does give us an EMP level up at the end of this event, but we still have 0 busts and we've gone about 2-ish miles throughout this event. Fortunately, the helicopter will get the first one knocked down for us, as we've drifted basically alongside the helicopter. There's a random car in the road, plenty of cars all over the place. The EMP that was trying to target us has missed. Helicopter races on ahead to try and catch some of the guys further in front. We deploy a spike strip, it misses its target. Not ideal, but we deploy an EMP. And just as we lock the EMP on and get the hit, we also deployed spike strips which were able to get a fella. We also get a helicopter bust later on from a car behind, and then we go straight into the guy that we EMP'd and bust him. So we basically got a triple kill in a span of about 20 seconds, or maybe even less. Anyway, we're going to race on here as we pass the Hexagon gas station. Many of the cars behind us now are quite weak, as we've only got 3 left. They've tried to deploy a jammer, which has not really helped them, because now they're all in front of me, so we can deploy an EMP as a jet engine goes past to the left there. We get the EMP bust though, so that is another car down. The spike strip from the helicopter does miss, but that is okay, because we deploy a roadblock to try and slow down and halt the progress of the cars behind. And it does slow down this Lamborghini. Then we get a whack from the GTR that's next to us now, and looking to, well, we get almost ping-ponged into the GTR as the Lamborghini behind us was trying to collide with us. He does end up colliding with us, but this time it gets the bust instead, so we deploy an EMP because this should be the end of the event, but he just about slows down and misses our EMP. But look at this lovely snipe from the spike strips, and that is the GTR down and out, and that is the event, or the race should I say, shut down in 2 minutes 42.16. Honestly, quite a chaotic end to the episode there. That was one of the most chaotic 2 minutes 42 that I've had in this game, but well, we got the dub in the end, and we also get a little bit more bounty added to our tally, and we also get 1 new reward, and that new reward, as I said when we got it, is going to be an equipment upgrade, and it's for the EMP level 3. Let's let the man explain it.
Engineering the future of speed enforcement. Delivering 100 times more electrical impact than a lightning strike, this generator provides the ultimate electromagnetic stopping force. Developed in parallel with the military, new lock-on algorithms deliver 75% faster target acquisition.
So we've got a faster and more hard-hitting EMP. Good stuff. Anyway, ladies and gentlemen, that is going to do it for today's episode. Hopefully you did enjoy it. If you did, be sure to hit the like button, comment anything you enjoyed below, subscribe if you enjoy all of my content. I love those clips, by the way, where it shows off the upgrades. So cool. Hopefully they'll come in later Need for Speeds as well. But until then, this has been Chief Dog 24, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Goodbye.